Yeah, peace and love. Yeah, man. Uh, I never told anybody this before, but I used to have dreadlocks. That was back in the days when Bob Marley was running around. But yeah, so just imagine me with dreadlocks and lion. The lion. Well, it's good to be settled in a little bit more. I been working at getting things more home like. I'm been a rambling man a long time, and the home thing is usually where my heart's been. But now my heart and my home are coming together, and we'll see how things come further along in my long destinal highway. Uh, the destinal highway of everlasting life. Sunday sermon, I guess you might call it, that keeps going forever and ever. And the spirit of the living God within the living ones. Uh, Blessed are the immortal ones. They're swift unto the mortals. The immortals are swift. And the master plan is definitely the only game in town. I'm here because I bear witness to mighty God is a living man. And through my centering and focusing and awareness, we can, we can, and we will accomplish the mission of good prevailing over evil, the victory of good. I feel very inspired today with the nature of the new year unfolding, and so if I sound like I'm hyping it up a little much, it's because everything deserves it, and thumbs up for everyone and everything, and let's keep let's keep it all rolling in perspective, clarity and vision and awareness, constant awareness. Constant awareness is liberation, and to be aware of who I am and who you are and who we are continually. There's a place, a still place, a small place. And the words come through the silence. In the future, we'll be taking care of more of the alignment in that, which is the 0 point, and the perspective of zero point and free energy, and the knowing and manifestation of all the fruit and fantastic experiments or experiences of consciousness at, at the infinite level. There's no limit to the magical mind and miraculous mind. It seems like there's a place where the unfolding is almost unbearable. The glory and the majesty is hard to put on. But I challenge us all to put on who we really are. And be as genuine and open and real as possible. I'm learning to come out more and more by trusting that I can be open and free about exactly who I am and what I'm about. So my past and my present and my future all are contained within the moment of now. And there were no mistakes, and there never is any mistakes. Waking up to that, I think, has been my hardest challenge to sense the levels of how the Almighty worked within and always in my life. That the miracles were so numerous in so many different moments, continually, that the focus that I've had in regards to that, it's been very small compared to how big it's really been. The power and glory have just exceeded anything that I could ever imagine, and it's still exceeding anything I can imagine, and beyond your wildest dreams. And, so through the up and downs, in and outs of this road, the magnitude of God's love is unspeakable. There's only a song at that level, just a beautiful song that plays. You can listen to the sound of creation, the song of the sound of creation that expresses God respect, is to listen to the song of creation, sort of like the song that was playing when you were born. What was the song playing when you were born? So there's a place where I've coming to that's going to be more of a sort of a testimony of what I do in my life as far as communication and creativity. And this YouTube is a step, major step, but there'll be more major steps and minor steps as well. But the time is coming where the vision and the voice will be as one. And then the true understanding of the nature of creative expression and angelic formation will be understood. The creativity and the communication are gateway into the angelic and the realm of the host, the hierarchy. And the psychic and the spiritual, the mundane, all the aspects of the constitution of a human or a divine soul will be understood and perfected now through the proper understanding of and knowledge of exactly what is the correct perceptual reality of reality. In other words, why am I doing this video right here? What is my motive behind this video? So there's a truer understanding of everything we think that we have an understanding of is still limited in the broader understanding of reality, which is the all-inclusive multi-perceptual realities that are true, are the absolute truth. So multi-perceptual realities are the absolute truth. And to gain the fullness of the understanding of all multi-perceptual realities is the proper way of evolution into freer and freer conditions, liberation or salvation. And to see a master is to become a master. To hear a master is to be a master. Well, I'm going to step away for a minute, grab a grab some ceremonial tools. So anybody tuning in, I love you. I don't care what you've done, who you are, the mere fact that you're an incarnated being. I love you. Happy New Year, everyone. I'll be saying that at least for the first weekend. Takes me a while for my new year to settle in. Good weed. Yeah, I like to smoke that good strong weed. I really don't like that weak weed. I usually try to keep some supplies. Sometimes I like to find some more supplies. I don't condone paying for it. I think everybody should have a good doobie brother to hang out with. back in the back in the days, you didn't light one up unless you passed it around, and everybody was passing around back then. Yeah. The age of what I'm trying to say, women's liberation. When women's liberation started up, there was nothing that was taboo. I mean, everything and anything flew. And you might say society learned uh, how the women think, and that was a whole nother ball game because you know things were locked up as far as what you could and couldn't do because everybody thought the women weren't doing nothing, but actually the women were. They were trying to help us all open up to a little bit more of our feelings instead of all the fussing and fighting. And so they wanted to let it all hang out every way, you know, like especially through stretching the boundaries with, you know, what men thought were whatever, you know. They didn't know that, you know, how complex a woman really was until women's liberation started happening. And then they started feeling like, you know, there wasn't much difference between men and women because they're all fighting over something. And like the battle of the sexes wasn't a battle after women's liberation. It just women were drinking whiskey and smoking cigarettes way before that. Yeah, let's do this. That's beautiful out. Taking a trip, taking a trip, and not even leaving the farm. I have to get my bumper music lined up a little bit better. I've got some nice bumper music I'm going to be having as my background. There's lots I have to do. I'm still visualizing everything moment by moment, so things are progressing in a more of a more of the way I really want it. And so, you know, taking my time, sort of doing it. I don't want to have to repeat everything, but there'll be intros, there'll be everything, you know, that everyone else has been doing and more because I have a insight on how to tie it all together, and so I can just tie everything else together, utilize every single format that I can manage, every sort of style, you know, and then morph and do other types of integration where a new and better creation, you know, new and better creation. Well, I'm gonna wrap this one up and start another one here.